As a medical resident, you need fast, reliable answers for reference, review, learning, and confident decision-making at the point of care. The Access Medical Suite from McGraw Hill is your trusted, on-demand medical resource, authoritative, up-to-date, and built to inform clinical decision-making. From leading textbooks to videos, podcasts, infographics, self-assessments, and diagnostic tools, Access Medical supports your daily practice and ongoing learning. Accessible anytime, anywhere, and optimized for mobile, it's the knowledge you need exactly when you need it. To start, you can view the sites your institution subscribes to from the Access umbrella page, as well as navigate to your dashboard and profile. Here, you can also see whether you are connected to your institution's subscription next to Access Provided By. Before we explore the site, take a moment to create your free Access profile. Click My Profile in the top right corner while connected to your institution's subscription. Then follow the prompts to sign in or create your profile. Next, download the Access app for synced access across desktop and mobile, ensuring you can access critical resources anytime, anywhere. This unlocks powerful features like saving favorites, bookmarking content, answering review questions, tracking progress, and claiming CME credits for US only. The Access Medical microsites look and function similarly, though each site has its own unique collection of curated content for that specialty. Use the navigation bar across the top to search books, review Q&A, cases, video and audio, study tools, quick references, and more. Or use the search to find resources on a specific topic. Use the filter feature to further refine your search on the site, or open a federated search to search across all Access Medical sites. AccessMedicine features thousands of resources for students and clinicians and is especially rich in content for internal and family medicine residents. Navigate to the Books tab to find over 200 titles, including key titles for internal medicine and family medicine. For internal medicine, key titles include Harrison's Principles of Internal Medicine, 22nd edition, a trusted resource with timely updates, and Symptom to Diagnosis, an evidence-based guide, 4th edition, an engaging, case-based approach to foster diagnostic reasoning and differential diagnosis. For family medicine, key titles include The Color Atlas and Synopsis of Family Medicine, 3rd edition, featuring 2,000 images and drawings for quick reference, Current Medical Diagnosis and Treatment, updated annually, First Aid for the Family Medicine Boards, 3rd edition, and the Infographic Guide to Medicine featuring 650 plus one-page medical infographics. Under Video and Audio, find 700 plus procedure, diagnostic, physical exam, point of care, ultrasound, and lecture videos, and over 200 podcasts, including Harrison's Podclass, an engaging discussion on key internal medicine principles through board-style case vignettes. Under the Cases tab, prepare with confidence for the ABFM Family Medicine Board Exam using 12,000 plus board-style and self-assessment Q&As, including 526 plus family medicine cases. Study with the #1 prep text, Graber and Wilbur's Family Medicine Examination and Board Review, which features 376 cases and 3,700 practice questions covering every exam topic. Get ready for the ABIM Internal Medicine Board Exam with 12,000 plus Q&As, including more than 325 IM board review cases, 65 acid-based cases, and real-world clinical scenarios from Resident Readiness Internal Medicine. Or explore more case-based learning with Vanderbilt's IM and Pediatrics curriculum designed for outpatient care for both adults and children. Find quick reference and diagnostic tools under our Quick Reference tab, including Hubert's Notes, Pathophysiology, and Clinical Pearls for internal medicine, a concise bullet format guide linking pathophysiology to clinical medicine, perfect for quick reference and review of core internal medicine topics, and Diagnosaurus DDX, a differential diagnosis tool designed to facilitate quick, confident clinical decision making. Search by symptom, disease, or organ system at the point of care. Other resources include our extensive drug database with pricing and CME credits for select cases, Q&As, and chapters. Simply look for the blue ribbon. Designed for pediatric residents, AccessPediatrics offers 5,000 plus board review Q&As, over 1,300 cases, and 46 plus core texts and atlases. Under the Books tab, browse core titles by topics like critical care, neonatology, and pathology. Find core titles like Rudolph's Pediatrics and Symptom-Based Diagnosis in Pediatrics, guides diagnosis based on presenting symptoms, ideal for real-world clinical decision-making. Under the Review Questions tab, generate multiple choice questions from 5,000 plus board review questions, including content from McGraw Hill Specialty Board Review Pediatrics, Pediatrics Examination and Board Review, and Rudolph's Pediatrics. Under the Cases tab, access 1,300 plus pediatrics cases for case-based learning. Each includes patient history, clinical pearls, and references with tools to save and revisit. Under Video and Audio, find over 55 procedural and conceptual videos that provide step-by-step guidance on emergency care and physiologic evaluations, helping residents build core and advanced skills. Under Study Tools, use our interactive 3D modules to explore pediatric anatomy and disease, peel back layers, study systems, and review concepts visually. Under More, find quick reference tools and clinical resources like QMDT Pediatrics, which covers 400 plus essential pediatric conditions in a bulleted, alphabetized format for rapid review, includes diagnosis, findings, treatments, and outcomes. Clinical Guidelines in Neonatology is evidence-based protocols for major neonatal issues with diagnostic algorithms and clinical images. The Texas Children's Hospital Handbook is a concise point-of-care tool for common pediatric scenarios, includes tables, algorithms, and clinical pearls. And finally, in the immunization schedules, have quick access to current vaccination schedules for easy reference. For cardiology residents, AccessCardiology offers 1,500 plus board review questions, 1,800 plus cardiac imaging videos, and over 100 podcast episodes. Under the Books tab, find core texts like Hurst's The Heart, Cardiac Surgery in the Adult, and Interventional Cardiology, all regularly updated. Use the menu to search topics like congenital heart disease, imaging, and nuclear cardiology. Access hundreds of board-aligned review questions under the Review Questions tab. High-yield resources like Cardiology Board Review and the Self-Assessment Guide support exam prep and knowledge building. Under Cases, find interactive clinical cases with real-world scenarios, including imaging and ECG videos, plus self-review questions. Hurst's 3D cases are interactive, animated cases with patient history, labs, imaging, guidelines, and quizzes. Interventional cardiology cases are 50 randomized cath lab cases with videos, ECGs, MCQs, and final diagnoses, focused on recognizing and managing complications. Under the Video and Audio tab, explore 3D animations, procedural videos, heart sounds, and podcasts to reinforce audio-visual learning. Listen to Heart Sounds, interviews with Dr. Valentine Fuster, and find 5 to 10 minute Practice Impact Extra podcasts, which analyze trials and their impact on clinical practice guidelines for cardiovascular disease. All audio is shareable and mobile-friendly. Under More, find quick reports, including FDA MedWatch safety updates, Hurst's Central Illustrations, visual chapter summaries from Hurst's The Heart. You can view in context or download as PowerPoint. Quick DX and RX Cardiology, fast practical answers on 178 plus cardiology disorders, covers diagnosis, treatment, tests, and management. Cardiology Clinical Questions, which are Q&A resources with concise, evidence-based answers to 100 plus common consult questions, great for point of care and for fellows, residents, NPs, and PAs. And finally, 2-Minute Medicine, curated summaries of breaking medical literature, quick clinical takeaways at your fingertips. For anesthesiology residents, check out AccessAnesthesiology, complete with over 12,500 review Q&A, 210 interactive cases, and more than 750 videos. Under the Review Questions tab, generate multiple choice quizzes from our board review collection, or take a TEE Basic or Advanced Practice test. Visit the Cases tab for the Anesthesiology and Critical Care case file collections, or take advantage of our interactive cases for the oral board, which guides you through assessment, decision-making, and reevaluation to create the optimal anesthetic plan. Try the medically challenging cases for an extra challenge. Find procedural videos such as the 3D TEE, Pediatric Anesthesiology lectures, and pharmacology videos in our media library. Under Study Tools, you'll find our Anesthesiology Foundations learning modules, a 9-module online program that covers key topics for anesthesia trainees through simulation videos, expert lectures, and self-assessment questions. Under More, check out the Anesthesia Guide, a handbook covering essential anesthesiology topics with illustrations, tables, and algorithms. Ideal for both trainees and seasoned clinicians, it offers practical guidance on case management, drug doses, monitoring, complications, and clinical pearls. Neurology and psychiatry residents can head over to AccessNeurology, complete with over 7,000 board-style Q&A, 250 plus cases, and 36 core titles and atlases. Under the Books tab, search our library of core titles for basic neurology, neuroanatomy, neuroscience, and more. Here within the Psychiatry submenu, we have our collection of psychiatry texts, including current diagnosis and treatment. Under the Review Questions tab, generate multiple choice questions from neurology, neuroscience, or psychiatry, pre-test self-assessment and review questions, or find questions for the Neuro ICU board exam. Visit the Cases tab for Case Files Neurology and Psychiatry collections, complete with case review, key definitions, objectives, references, comprehensive questions, EBP clinical recommendations, plan of care, and more. Or explore the clinical neuroanatomy localization cases and neuroradiology case review based on the text. Under the Video and Audio menu, search psychiatric case-based videos by symptom such as anxiety disorders, personality disorders, trauma, and substance abuse. In our Videos by category, find short videos on EEG or videos on movement disorders. Clinical Neuroanatomy Explained is an animated lecture series simplifying core neuroanatomy topics with clear visuals and concise explanations. Under Study Tools, find the Interactive Neuroanatomy Atlas, an active learning module for assessing your knowledge of brain anatomy structures and their corresponding neural pathway functions. Psychiatry residents, be sure to visit the newly curated Psychiatry Resource Collection with textbooks, cases, and evidence-based guidance on psychiatric medications for clerkship, residency, and beyond. Under More, check out the Visual Abstract Hot Topics for quick, high-impact visuals that break down essential concepts at a glance. OB-GYN residents will find useful resources on AccessOBGyn, complete with over 8,000 Q&A, 290 plus cases, and 24 core titles. Under the Books tab, search our library of core titles by topics such as clinical care, gynecology, oncology, and reproductive endocrinology. Under the Review Questions tab, generate multiple choice quizzes from Obstetrics and Gynecology, pre-test self-assessment and review questions, or from the Williams Gynecology Study Guide. Visit the Cases tab for Case Files collection cases in OB-GYN, gynecologic surgery, and high-risk obstetrics. And be sure to utilize the Resident Readiness cases. In our multimedia library, find videos on procedures, test treatments, and conditions, and our obstetrics collection. Under Study Tools, you'll find our Female Reproductive System module, an interactive tool which features video clips of disorders affecting the female reproductive system. Under More, check out 2-Minute Medicine, concise, curated summaries of breaking medical research and landmark studies, or visit the Johns Hopkins Handbook of Obstetrics and Gynecology, concise, user-friendly, protocol-driven content in an outline format. Covering all 5 OB-GYN subspecialties, it's ideal for quick reference by students, residents, faculty, and clinicians in daily practice with helpful tables and illustrations throughout. For emergency medicine residents, AccessEmergency Medicine is your go-to, complete with over 1,500 board review Q&A, 160 plus true life clinical cases, 600 videos, and 21 core titles. Under the Books tab, search our library of core titles in Atlases or Pediatrics. Top titles include Tintinelli's Emergency Medicine, EMS Medicine by Cooney, and the Atlas of Pediatric Emergency Medicine. Under the Review Questions tab, generate multiple choice quizzes from our selection of board review titles, including First Aid for the Emergency Medicine Boards and EM Pre-Test Self-Assessment and Review. Visit the Cases tab for in-depth interactive content, including Case Files Emergency Medicine with topic-based cases, EBP recommendations, and quizzes. Resident Readiness Emergency Medicine with presentations, tips, and questions for residents. And the Which is Which Visual Case Challenge to test your diagnostic skills with 72 image-based cases and full explanations. In our multimedia library, find procedural videos, a comprehensive collection of emergency medicine videos covering basic to advanced procedures, brief interventions, and decision rules, organized by category for easy access. Under Study Tools, you'll find our EM Residency Curriculum module, a comprehensive weekly modular curriculum offering 2 levels of review tailored to PGY 1 through 4 and aligned with the Emergency Medicine Modal Curriculum. Under More, check out the Emergency Medicine Manual, which delivers concise, clinically focused content for all patient populations. Ideal for quick reference, it features updated guidelines, tables, and visuals for efficient emergency care. For surgery residents, AccessSurgery is your go-to, complete with over 3,000 ABSITE Q&A, 365 plus cases, and 48 core titles. Under the Books tab, search our library of core titles by topics such as cardiothoracic, orthopedic, and vascular. Top titles include Schwartz's Principles of Surgery and Zollinger's Atlas of Surgical Operations. Under the Review Questions tab, find over 3,000 questions curated to help residents prepare for the ABSITE and oral board exam. Visit the Cases tab for case files collection cases in surgery or orthopedic surgery, and find more exam review prep in general surgery examination and board review and resident readiness surgery cases. This collection offers real-world cases with tips, readings, and comprehension questions to build clinical problem-solving skills and confidence, preparing you to manage inpatient, ED, trauma, and outpatient scenarios from day one. In our multimedia library, explore AccessSurgery's top-tier collection of surgical procedural videos, perfect for mastering both basic and advanced skills. Videos are downloadable, high-yield, and organized by category. Zollinger's Video Atlas of Surgical Operations is a step-by-step narrated video series embedded alongside text and illustrations. Short clips highlight key steps with full procedures under 5 minutes, ideal for quick, effective prep. Behind the Knife is a popular surgical education podcast with ABSITE review episodes, mock oral boards, and video content trusted by residents and faculty alike. Under Study Tools, you'll find our ABSITE review resources, including ABSITE Slayer 2nd Edition, the ultimate high-yield review featuring 450 plus multiple choice, and 1,000 quick-hit questions, test-taking tips, full-color illustrations, clinical pearls, and concise organ-based content for efficient prep and last-minute review. Under More, try Quick Answers Surgery, an alphabetized bulleted reference of 100-plus signs and symptoms, offering point-of-care clinical info on diagnosis, workup, treatment, and more, with PubMed-linked references. For pharmacy students, AccessPharmacy offers over 25,000 review Q&A, 1,000 cases, 2,750 videos, and 120 core titles. Under the Books tab, search our library of core titles by topic such as health policy, pharmacokinetics, and toxicology. Under the Review Questions tab, generate multiple choice quizzes from 10,000 plus questions from key resources like Katzung and Trevor's Pharmacology Reviews, which offers 1,000 plus questions, summaries, and test tips, or McGraw Hill's NAPLEX Review Guide, which includes 80 chapters and thousands of practice questions for exam prep. Visit the Cases tab for Case Files Pharmacology, or practice with cases in transition of care, pathophysiology, and infectious disease. Try your hand at the top 125 drug card case quiz for an added challenge or review. In our multimedia library, explore searchable video, lectures, animations, and slides by body system or topic. Highlights include pharmacy calculations, high-yield video review lectures on important calculations, pharmacology lectures, concise and relevant lectures based on Katzung and Trevor's basic and clinical pharmacology text, pharmacy management curriculum, downloadable slides on the fundamental principles of pharmacy management with comprehension questions, and pathophysiology animations, 4 to 8 minute episodes by Dr. Scott Stern on disease mechanisms. Under Study Tools, you'll find NAPLEX Central, your all-in-one hub for NAPLEX prep, featuring over 3,000 Q&A from 4 trusted resources, including 2 full practice exams, NAPLEX Review Guide 3rd edition, 1,500 new questions with chapter summaries and Q&A, customizable quizzes with auto-grading by topic, review videos, and reading recommendations to deepen understanding. All content aligns with the NAPLEX blueprint and is regularly updated. Flashcards offer fast, focused review with tools like the updated Top 300 Drug Cards, case-based pharmacotherapy Q&A, and high-yield reviews of OTC, injectable medications, pharmacology, and pharmacy calculations, perfect for board prep and clinical rotations. Under More, use the Herbs and Supplements quick reference to search or browse 1,100 entries for evidence-based info on dosage, safety, interactions, and effectiveness, ideal for quick patient consults on complementary therapies. Use Quick Answers Pharmacy for fast expert guidance on drug therapy for 140 plus conditions, organized alphabetically with bulleted summaries, tables, and treatment algorithms for rapid clinical decision making. And finally, visit our integrated drug database for drug monographs. Search A through Z by trade name, generic, or class for FDA-approved drugs only, including dosage, interactions, and patient handouts. Thank you for watching. Please reach out to us at customersuccess@mheducation.com for any follow-up questions or queries.